All right, guys, it is actually Friday afternoon because it is release day when you're watching this video for the new Cottage colors. We have 5 new colors coming out today, and we wanted to thrift some stuff. Zeb also worked on some amazing stools that you're gonna see us paint later in today's video in all the new colors.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this release. I've probably said it and you'll hear me say it again. This release rounds out what we have as far as color wise goes, so that it's like a complete color. Like we don't have any gaps that I can't blend or make a color I want anymore.
We're gonna be thrifting for a profit, so we're just thrifting for the week, but also specifically we need at least 5 projects that we can use the new colors on. So let's go inside and see what we can find. For today's release, we have friends that did a bunch of videos as well, so we'll drop the link to that so you can see more use of the new Cottage colors. All right, so it's Friday afternoon. I don't think I've ever been to the thrift store on a Friday afternoon, so we'll see what we can find. All right, that butter dish is adorable for $1. For sure, I'm gonna grab this cutting board because you know how we do. We like to paint them and put a transfer on it. Just sand off the back. This would be perfect and a really easy flip. So far, I'm not finding a ton of stuff, but I'm not gonna give up. I'm just gonna keep looking down the aisles to see what I can find.
I haven't thrifted on a Friday afternoon in a long time. Let's see what's out there. Oh, that's a fun table. Look at that thing. Does the treadle make it work? Is it hooked up? No, it wants to. Needs some work. It's at Saratoga Springs Deseret Industries, $50, and it's yours. I feel like this clock might need a repaint. What do you guys think? The color on it is good, but this is what I'm talking about. Cheetah, 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 cheetah print. They want $8 for it. I think I can paint it for that.
All right, just found 8 or 9 of these. I think these would be great painting, and they're cute little pedestals for $1 each, so I'm definitely gonna grab all of them. And then I like the shape of this plate. It's ceramic, so it's kind of heavy. What do you think? Should I buy a plate and repaint it? I'm gonna think about it. I'm gonna go look at the frames. That's where I wanna go next. All right, let's see what frames we can find. I don't really love painting that. Like, this is like the paper that's over the top of wood. I'm kind of like, this one's good. It's completely unfinished, so that'll be easy to paint. Let's go out to the yard. Zeb has already been out to the yard. However, I wonder if he looked at the lamps, because those are always fun to paint. All right, we're in the lamp selection. Those mercury glass ones are cute as is. I was hoping for something like a little bit French country. There's this lamp here, $5. Price is good. And then we've got that lamp there for $10. And I know this particular manager has told me if I ever need to like pull a knob off another one, I can. So I might grab another topper and put that on here so it's complete. I think I'm gonna grab this one. It's $5.
Is this the same one that Jami saw last week that's broken? It's got some chips. Chips, chips, chips. It'd be fun to repaint. It's only $2. What do you guys think? Salt wash, maybe some paint frosting, give it a repaint. Let's take a look and see what Jami deemed that she didn't want. I don't know if Jami's been over here to look at collectibles yet, so let's take a peek and see what they've got under the glass. All right, Friday afternoons at the thrift store have not been that great for me today. One thing. I like this frame quite a bit. It does need a paint job. It's super shiny black plastic. For $1.50, it's worth the work. Actually, I think it's wood.
So probably not going to paint this, but for $1.50, I can't leave this basket. I love that it's flat on the back because you can hang it on the wall. And that would be a really cute basket to put floral in.
So you know what this means? we get to go thrifting at another store.
All right, what's the grand total?
$29, and we got. You sure that's it? That's everything?
Yeah, we bought a lot of little things for $1 each. $29, like 3 bags. Yeah, that seems like $29 a lot. Where's the receipt? All right, I checked the receipt. $29 was accurate, but we're gonna take you guys to another thrift store because this is clearly not enough stuff. All right, so next up we are headed to Goodwill. We picked up a straggler.
This is what thrifting in the afternoon looks like. The kids are home and they're like, hey, come get me, I wanna go.
Yeah, so Redrick's hanging out with us. It's Friday night, so I mean, who doesn't want to thrift with their parents on Friday night?
Yeah, duh.
So let's go inside. If we don't find enough here, then there's one more Goodwill that we can pop by on the way home in Sandy. We're actually at the one in, where are we at? Is this Murray?
Sure. All these lines all these cities run together.
If you're from Utah, it's directly across the street from the Fashion Place Mall.
It's off the 215.
Yeah, that's where we're at. Let's go and see what we can get. All right, I got our cart. See what we can find. There's a lot more people thrifting on a Friday night. Who knew? All right, so I don't normally buy this, but I'm literally finding like all these shirts for $2.99. Look at this white dress shirt. It basically looks brand new, and it's the actual next size up. It's also $2.99. Jack needs that. And then, is this a large too? Jack wears these underneath his in the winter time for football. And it's also $2.99. Maybe that's what all their kids' shirts are. It's a good deal. I think these are baseball pants. And we actually need some. So I'm gonna grab these too. I'm gonna get to my regular thrifting. I'll stop filming me buying random clothes for Jack. I just didn't know they had such good clothes here. Look. I'm glad they moved things around and I wound up in the wrong spot. All right, now back to our regularly scheduled thrifting. I actually did find 2 more pairs of baseball pants, which for $3.99 a pair, like that is a steal. And I don't have to worry if it gets a hole in the knee of one because I'm gonna have 2 more pairs. This is so cute with the roses on it. Does it sit flat? It does. I'm gonna grab it, it's only $1.99.
I just got Jack a new baseball glove. This one, luckily this one is for a lefty. He is not, so I don't feel so bad. Let's go look over here first. Look at these urns. How much are they? Okay, they're resin. No price there. $19.99, that's like a stab in the heart. Well, that's fun, just hanging out. $2.99. Take that. This tote is looking good. Oh, $4.99. That's split up top here, but I wonder if that is on purpose and could be repaired. It almost looks like it's on purpose, but I think it's not. Someone's painted over the break. Let's see if, I bet you we can fix that. What is this just hanging out on the shelf up here? A little creamer. It's $5.99. It has a friend. A much bigger friend. This is a pitcher. They're like the same price. Let's go take a look over here. Check this bag wall out. They usually have some good silver, but sometimes no. Did you guys get all that? Did you see anything I missed?
I like this for $3.99. That's cute. You didn't find any clothes? You did? Oh, Dad's got some stuff for you. All right, you don't have to show me. I just wanted to see if you found what you were looking for.
Florida shirt?
That is awful.
Oh, no, it's not.
I feel like you have questionable taste in clothes. All right, that one's okay.
The whole picture.
No, I like that one. That one's okay. You're so cool.
The Gators is the 6.
The Gators is cool.
Hey, what do you think about this?
Let me see.
$5.99 too much for this?
Yes. It's too little. All right, I think this is a Pampered Chef pie pan. It is for $5.99. I think that's still a good price. It's in good condition. All right, I'm looking at all the tchotchkes, and I've kind of already made a pass. I don't think there's anything good. I might go see if they've got any good lamps or clocks, because so far, nothing really is getting me. They do have some owl bookends, but I think I'm going to leave those here. Those are not my favorite. Those are super cute, but not for $20 each. There's 2 of them. Gonna leave those there.
For $3.99, this is just begging for an Iron Orchid Designs transfer.
I like this frame for $3.99. Look at those roses. Pretty.
Tools.
So I found Zeb in the tool section, but I'm the one that found these 2 hammers. He said, what kind of hammers are these?
Ball peen hammers.
Ball peen hammers, $1.99 each.
Not
Father?
peen.
Ball peen?
P-E-E-N.
They look like old hammers. We're going to call them old hammers. I'm going to buy those. And there was something else. Oh, yeah, I was going to get this little, how much is this? I don't know. If it's more, the beak is missing, so this is going to stay. I'm now following Zeb around, and I'm not really sure what he's purchasing there. Oh, yes. Let's put that back.
It's broken.
Oh, it's broken. Darn, we can't buy it. Shoot.
This one's broke on the handle, or I'd probably own that one too. So it's just over here perusing through the metal, and there's a lot of it. But I found these 2 pewter, they're weighted pewter. One is not priced, one says $1.99. I'm hoping they give them both to me since they're match set for $1.99. So, but we'll see. They're probably going to charge me for both of them, which is fine. That's pretty typical here at Goodwill. Also, birdcage cloche, $2.99. Aluminum salt and pepper shakers that look like milk jugs. This one's got salt in it, 99 cents each. It's a fake book box. It's waiting for me to decoupage it.
All right, so what was the total there, Zeb?
70.
70. That was a lot. I think because we bought a lot of clothes, too. Redra got some stuff. I got some stuff. It's always more expensive at Goodwill, but you know, it's a dollar cost averaging. You just average it out. Last thrift store of the day, it's Goodwill, and then it's good night for us.
What?
Well, you know,
It's like 5:45.
we're done working for the day.
Oh, yeah.
They close at 7, so we got to be done soon anyways. All right, here's a pair of bookends, $2.99 probably for each. Even though I don't know why they sell bookends independently. They should always be a set. That's all right. Those are kind of cute, and I've not seen them like that before. All right, so just found 2 of these pillow shams. They're actually from Pottery Barn, and they're $2.99 each. Very well made and kind of boho style, but I think I'm sure we have somebody that shops with us that will like these.
They've got all the dolls for days. Looks like they do have some good stuff on the tops here. I'll have to come back and peruse. You know, I'm gonna pick this candlestick up and look at the bottom. $5.99. It's not bad. It's big. I'll think on it. See what else I find. That's a fun frame. Oh, that's someone's actual art. $2.99. Just set that in there. So it looks like these little plates are 99 cents each. I think they're Ridgewood from Japan. And then we have little bowls right next to them. I beat Jami to them. See what she thinks. This Goodwill has the best prices for as far as Goodwills go around. This is $2.99 for this apothecary jar with the lid.
I definitely am going to pick up this quilt. It's handmade. The coloring is good. Definitely needs a wash. So it's $7.99, and it does have a couple stains. So when I take it home, I'm going to pre-treat it. But overall, I feel like for $7.99, that's a good homemade quilt. This Goodwill definitely has more things on its shelf than the last Goodwill.
What's that red candlestick?
This one?
Yeah, how much is that?
$3.99.
Oh, that's a good price. There's one I like over there for like $5.99, but I'm on the fence.
You're on the fence on it?
Yeah.
I just love how much more they have here at this Goodwill. The other Goodwill is so sparse. And even the one that we go to that's like further in town.
Those are full, but not full of stuff I want.
Yeah, you gotta go slow. You gotta find all the magic. Everybody needs a creepy clown.
These Norman Rockwell mugs are $1.99 each. Got 3 of them. This is back here with the lighting because someone's got this little, I don't know what that is, little light inside of it. But this bottle is actually pretty old for $2.99. According to the back, this is from the 80s. It's a wax flower. It's $1.99. Perusing through the clocks, and I find this one. $3.99.
What are these mugs? $2.99. This one has horse on it. And there's another one. These are good. They're like nice, heavy. This says made in Korea. These are cool. I like all these Norman Rockwell mugs. There's like 4 of them here. This looks like a bunch of those like kitchen scrubbies. It's $1.99, so I'm gonna take a chance on what might actually be in there.
Pampered Chef. Gingerbread house, complete with snowman and some trees and a chimney. $3.99. How are the linens looking today? Stop me if you see anything good. There's a lot to look at. Looking for something quilted. This is a pretty awesome frame. I thought it might have been resin, but it's wood for $7.99. I don't love the old school hotel art that's in it. That's faded pretty badly. Looks like we need to do some work back here. But I think I'm gonna get it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is resin.
Also, really love this little Marie Antoinette frame, but I don't need anything else in here. I don't know. Do you think that little frame's worth $2.99? I'll get it. I bet I could sell it for $9.95. So I found this. It's $3.99 and it's not complete, but it doesn't look broken. I'm gonna see if I can find the rest of the pieces. A complete set is $249, so I have to believe that the baby Jesus, the shepherd, Mary, and one of the wise men and a horse would be worth a decent amount. Because I'm guessing sometimes people need just a few pieces, but I'll see if I can find the rest of them. There's some more pieces, but one of them's broke. It is $3.99. I'll see if I can get a discount because the angel looks like it's broke. One red transferware little plate. I wish there was more. I'm gonna keep searching because sometimes where there's one, there's more. Here is a Lazy Susan. That's $3.99. Well, it's going in my cart. Sifter for $2.99. That's a big old sifter. I bet this is the one that Zeb liked. I think for $5.99, that's a good deal. We should get it. This Paddington Bear is $2.99, and it's like vintage from Sears. And it looks like it's all complete. Got the book and everything. My boys love Paddington, so I'm not buying it for them because I don't think they need it, but I know that it is popular. So I don't know how it happened, but we spent $142 on a cart and a half, but I feel like at Goodwill, it can happen real fast. We did get a lot of dishes, and those add up quickly. And then,
well, even when they're 99 cents, if you've got 20 dishes, it's $20.
Yeah, that's true. But I think we did pretty good. You know, that's like, this is the best thrift store that we've been to today as far as like tonnage goes. So it just goes to show that like if first you don't succeed, you just thrift again. Frederick likes Paddington. You just saw Paddington in Peru with Grandma. All right, so we're back from thrifting and shopping for wood. We did use some of the scraps from leftovers. I think the one on top you built from leftover scraps.
Yeah, I didn't really show building them because this is a paint release video. And I just wanted to really quickly put them together as quick as I could. Some of them got a little more elaborate, but just real quick design, just 2 ends, a center support piece, and then a top on these. And I just, you know, found center and cut a little triangle out and then countersunk the holes and put some wood plugs in there.
I love that he says that like everybody's just like, yeah, I got that. I mean, there's tutorials online. We're here to paint, so.
We've built plenty of things on the channel.
I saw a picture on Pinterest of a stacked set of stools and I was like, this is what we need to do. Somebody put it in the retailer group and then I could never find it, but I found another one. And we are gonna get started with all of the new colors. So first things first, we're gonna use dark and decrepit, and then we are going to do them in order of plaster, honey, azure, veranda, and garden sage. All right, so I'm using DIY's Dark and Decrepit as a base stain and sealer. It's gonna also, like, not only will it stain and seal, but it'll also make us use less paint. And when we distress it, I don't want it to be the blonde wood, I want it to be dark. And a little pro tip, if when you're distressing you get back to this blonde wood, you can literally just use this over the top and then wipe it back just to make sure it's dark the way that you want it to be. Okay, so pro tip, I have heard this. Now I don't do it because I'm lame, but I hear if you store your paint upside down, then all the thick goodness of the cottage color is on the top. So then when you stir it, it's easier to mix in. So just passing that along. Look how good this is. So it will dry darker because cottage color dries darker, but this is such a pretty rosy color. Let's try it out. I don't want to paint it on the top because I'm going to flip it upside down, but look at that. I'm going to do 2 coats to get full coverage and then we'll be ready to distress.
You guys know that I'm going to want to put a ton of dark wax on this, but we're going to refrain. We already did the staining underneath, so that'll give us our 2-tone once we distress. Some people have asked why you got to distress everything. It's the style we like. If you don't want to distress, just leave it with the paint how it is and you'll be good to go. You'll be done.
Veranda in cottage color is such a pretty rosy pink. I am loving this shade.
All right, I've got garden sage here. This is a lighter shade than our other greens, definitely on the sage side. Like Jamie said, because of the built-in sealer, it will dry a little darker. I have some fun plans. You know how I like to color blend and mix and match. But one of the fun things about this release is with the addition of the honey color, which is a good base yellow, we now have all of the primary colors in cottage color, as well as some good neutrals and a good white and a good black. So you can pretty much mix up any color out there that you want.
Next up we have azure. Azure, I feel like this is a Debbie Beard needed herself a bright turquoise, and so did we. There are times that I really need a brighter turquoise color. It's such a good like base color. It's such a fun summer color, actually. Like coming into summer, these colors I can see done on a lot of like outdoor patio furniture, and cottage color is rated for outside. So I can see, wouldn't it be cute to do like a picnic table and do each like color on the top?
Well, maybe in the future here, I was talking to Jamie earlier, I want to do a video where we paint with all of the cottage colors on like small little thrift flips and show you guys all the colors together.
And I really think azure is a true like turquoise color.
You can definitely see the contrast between the garden sage and the azure.
But they also, I feel like they pair well together. It's kind of why I wanted to do all these stools, so I could stack all the new colors together and people could see how well they play.
Not in this video because we want you guys to see the true colors, but I will be doing all the waxing and adding gold and all the things like we like to do.
Oh yeah. Gold and copper would be so pretty with this jewel tone here. Next up, we've got plaster. The cream that everybody has been dreaming about. Look at the cream.
You stole my line. This is the honey color everyone's been dreaming about.
I think they've been dreaming about cream and honey. Isn't there a scripture about milk and honey?
Yeah, I think so.
So there we go. Well, it's actually plaster. Don't eat plaster, but the color is cream. It has a built-in sealer. So once you get it the way that you like it and you got it all distressed and whatever, like you're done, you'll have to come back with a sealer.
So this is one coat coverage on all of these. You can see it's got a couple little wet spots here and there still, but pretty good coverage. I'm gonna just do a quick coat over the top of this and we should be good to go. It's self-leveled like it's supposed to, even over the raw wood, and it's laying really nice and flat. Once I get coverage on there, you won't see brush strokes hardly at all. You can see those still need distress.
This is the next day. I've actually picked out 3 raw products because I was like, this will be easy to flip. I was thinking when I was buying them, like what would be easiest. And so I'm gonna be doing, I'm painting this cutting board and putting a transfer on it. Then this frame will go pink, and I think I'm gonna do our Marie Antoinette paper in here. And then I'm painting this garden sage, and I'll have to figure out what transfer I wanna put on my Lazy Susan.
So this should be pretty fast. Couple coats to cover this red. I didn't sand, I wiped off a little bit of dust, but you know, for all you super scrubbers, it's gonna permanently be encapsulated under the paint.
It's texture. While he's doing that, I've got honey, and I'm gonna get this painted. And I don't care about full coverage because I'm gonna stress most of it off, so I'm just gonna haphazardly paint this on here.
I'm thinking I may do some dark wax or something on these.
Yeah, I think we can show them dark wax so that way they can see the difference between like straight up and then if we dark wax them, it'll be good. One messy coat on this is just about perfect. Next up we got Veranda, the cottage color that is the rosy pink. I think this is just a really pretty feminine pink. It's not bubblegum pink, it's not hot pink. And it's not a light pink, it's kind of a medium rosy pink. It's gonna look really good with a feminine rice paper in here for the art. Next up, plaster. Definitely I think these are gonna need some DIY dark wax.
Yeah, I'll probably do some dark wax on this one too, just so we can show you like the contrast. I mean, they'd be good with white wax as well, but yeah, I prefer dark.
I am super surprised at the good coverage you're getting from plaster because whites are notoriously hard. I actually feel like the coverage is even better than Veranda or Honey because like pinks and yellows are kind of hard too, but the plaster just covers really well.
Well, it's like a brown toned cream.
Oh, maybe that's
not
why.
Yellow, so it's got like when you mix it up, when you first open the jar to mix it up, you'll see it's got like some hints of brown in there, and I think that's what helps with the coverage.
Yeah, it's so good. Last of the 5 colors for the thrift flips is gonna be Garden Sage. This is gonna be really good for whatever transfer I wind up putting on this. I can spin and paint.
Nice.
It's convenient.
Just don't drag your sweater on that.
Nope. Trying to be good. I'm gonna be doing my IOD transfer. This is from the, I believe this is from the Katharina transfer. We have a few of these left. I know that IOD is out of stock with them, so when what we have is gone, we won't have any more till IOD gets more in stock. This is from the Seeds transfer, and I'm using this because it covers like a good portion of it, and I think that this coloring looks really good with the Garden Sage. Every transfer comes with a transfer stick, and you just use that to push against the image. And then I like to pull up as I'm transferring the image, and if I miss any part, like if I pull it up and it's not down, you can put it back down and just keep going. Don't push too hard.
One of the things I love about the Cottage color is the built-in sealer, and it works really good with these transfers. You don't have to do anything else. You can just start putting a transfer right over the top once it's dry.
Yeah, you want it to like be dry for a couple of hours at least. If it's more moisture in your area or something super slick, then you might want to let it dry overnight, especially if you're new to transfers. All right, ta-da!
Oh, it's awesome.
That's good. I always like to use the backer and just, this is kind of a big one. I like to push it down. Make sure it's really well adhered. It's called burnishing, I think is a proper word.
I just brought these outside so I can sand them real quick using 220 grit sandpaper. We've got 2 coats of paint on each of these, and I'm just gonna hit the edges and we'll leave them at that.
I've decided to use the April 2025 subscription paper that you can sign up for until April 12th. You get 4 sheets. This is one of the sheets. I just think this is gonna pair really well with the veranda. Look at those shades. It's like they were meant for each other. So I'm just gonna lightly distress this with 220 sandpaper, go over the edges, not too much, because if you guys remember, this was originally a MDF frame, and so I don't wanna get down into that, then I'll dark wax it. Same thing, I'm gonna be distressing this, kind of pulling off the paint on the edge, going across the transfer. And then my last to distress is gonna be this Lazy Susan. I just want to take it off the edges. You'll notice it's not coming off super great because this paint sticks so good. And then lightly go over and distress the transfer. I can just kind of go around the edge because it's a Lazy Susan. Sealing this with DIY's Big Top. You don't necessarily need to seal the paint because it has a built-in sealer, but you do need to put a sealer over the top of the transfer. So I'm just gonna seal the whole piece so that way the sheen is the same.
I'm gonna be dark waxing my pieces. I was gonna distress them, but I think just dark wax over this plaster is gonna be good. You can see a couple little peaks on the edge here from the red, and we probably get a few more as we wax it, but this is, I think I did like, we'll call it 2.5 coats because it was really shiny red. So we're just gonna leave that and dark wax that. The original paint job on this had some crackle finish, and that is coming through. I just didn't like kind of like it had like a goldish orangey tone on the details, and it was a little dark. So by painting it with the plaster, we've got a pretty uniform aged look, and it's looking like cracked stone to me. So Jami already clear waxed the detail where she wants it because it's got kind of like a texture from where the wood is cut.
Yeah,
and so it's going to be a little rough, so she wanted to give it a little extra help getting that wax off.
It's going to be a little, even though this has a built-in sealer, it's going to be a little interesting to like pull it back, but that's all right because it's aging it the way I want it to.
You know, you can always just still go over with clear wax again.
No, it's working. But yeah, because this is like that raw MDF. You know how sometimes it has texture in there? So I'm just using clear wax to kind of give me a little bit of more of a barrier.
Dark wax going over the azure.
That's really smooth, so I think that'll wipe off pretty good.
Yeah. All right, this was pretty slick, so we'll see where this sits down in. It doesn't have the crackle texture like these ones did.
I think it's gonna be good. Zeb always likes to try dark wax just to see how it's going.
It probably is my favorite way to finish off a piece because there's no other way to get that good aged look that's better that I've found.
I'm kind of just going around the edges with this because I don't want it to be like too dark waxy. Is that a thing?
Dark waxy?
I don't know. I feel like maybe I need some clear wax. Let's see how we can manipulate this. Because I just want to age the raw wood. I think that's working.
I feel like you need to dark wax the back.
Yeah, I'm not sure like how it'll take it, but we'll see. Oh!
That's a lot.
That's a lot of wax. Hold on. Well, we'll see if it like faux stains it or something. There we go. That worked.
We did 2 projects with each of these paint colors. Now keep in mind, some of those stools were bigger than others, and some of the other projects, the little thrift flips we did, were bigger than others, but we still have over half a sample of each color. The veranda and the garden sage used the most, but they also painted the biggest stools, so it goes a long way.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed going to Goodwill, getting some thrift flips, seeing us use the new colors to make those thrifted items even better home decor. Zeb did a great job on all of those stools. I found a picture on Pinterest. I said, what can you do with this?
I may do some DIY dark wax on them after we're done with this video, but you know, we got the colors. You can see what the true colors look like on the stools.
Yeah, we wanted to show you both ways. So with a little bit of dark wax and then as is. All the items that we flipped in today's videos will be available today Friday, and then everything else will go for the Saturday thrift haul. If you need the new DIY cottage colors, you can pick those up and everything else at JamiRayVintage.com. If you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Jami Ray Vintage for more
DIY.
We'll see you on the next episode.